derived data types. That is the derived data types. What are the different derived data types are there? Arrays, pointers, strings, and then functions. Arrays, pointers, strings, and functions. Now first come to the point of the derived data types. Here the derived, what is the mean by derived? It comes from someone else is called the derived. These derived data types are derived from the primary data types only. What are the main primary data types we are having? Integer, float, and then character. Okay, using these three data types we are getting the derived data types. Those are arrays, pointers, strings, and then functions. First come to the point of the arrays. First, you have to know one more thing here. If you want to add the two numbers, how many variables we required? A and then B. How many variables we required, ma? A and then B. And this A and B also in the integer. I need it is in the integer. Can I write like this? Int A comma B. For example, I want to add the three numbers. That time, how many variables are required? 3 variables. For suppose I need to add the 4 numbers. What I can do here? D. For suppose I need to add the 100 numbers. Can I write the 100 variable names? It is our time wasting. Because of that, they introduced the concept of arrays. Here, the array is nothing but it is the collection of elements. Collection of elements of same data type. And it shares a common name. First, listen carefully. What is the definition of the array? It is the collection of elements. Of same data type. And it shares a common name. First, come to the point of the syntax of the array. The syntax of the array is data type and then array name and use the index symbol, and here you can write the size of the array. This size is nothing but what I said, the collection of elements. How many number of elements, how many collection of elements you can write using the size. We know what are the primary data types we are using: integer, float, or character. You can write any data type here. I am using the integer. Keyword is the int data type. What is the array name here? Simply I am taking the array name is the A. It is nothing but the array variable. And you can give the symbol, index symbol, and then size. For example, I need to collect the 5 variables. Because of that, I given the size is the 5. In this example of an array, what is the size of the array? 5. What is the size of the array, ma? It is the 5. Means how many collections of elements are there? 5 collection of elements. And it takes on the memory as the continuous memory. And the different 5 variables is allocated by the memory by using the same name. What is the same name here? I said here, it shares a common name. What is the common name here? A is the common name. Means for these 5 variables, what is the common name? A is the common name. But the array index always starts with the 0 only. Array index always starts with the 0 and then 1, 2, 3. Index starts with the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. When you observe here, what is the size of the array? 5. And what is the last index of this array? 4. Means the last array is always size minus 1. The last array is array variable is always size minus 1. Why? Because it starts from the 0. It starts from the 0. 0, 1, 2, 3 and then 4. Now we got the 5 elements with the same name shared by the A. Shared by the A of 0, A of 1, A of 2, A of 3 and then A of 4. And who can allocate these variables? The memory only can allocate. But we have to know how it stores on the memory. Because of that we are discussing here. Who can do all these work, ma? The compiler or the C only can do this work. It gives the variables A of 0, A of 1, A of 2, 3 and then 4. And now come to the next point, how we can give the values into the array. How we can give the values into the array. By using the assignment operator, we give the values. Equal to, open the curly braces, and give the 5 values, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those 5 values are must and should in the integer. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Now, this array size is the 5. Because of that, I given the 5 values. Those are 20, 25, 30, 35 and then 40. And when you are giving the values, you have to know, we are giving the values, those all are related to our data type or not? Yes, it is related to our data type. Can I give the decimal values to this array? No. Why? Because I declared this array as the integer. I declared this array as the integer. Because of that, I have to give the values also in the integer. What are the values I given? 20, 25, 30, 35 and then 40. And these values are stored here in a sequential manner. 20, 25, 30 and then 35 and then 40. This is called the how we are assigning the values into the array. How we are going to assign the values into the array. Int A of 5 is equal to, you can give the 5 values and those 5 values are stored like this. Now, you are getting a doubt here. For example, can I give the 6 values for this same example? No. Why? Because the maximum size of this array is the 5. How can we give the 6 values? It is not valid to give the 6 values. And one more question, that is, if you can give the 4 values for this array, yes, I can give the 4 values. Why? Because the maximum size of the array is 5. It is able to take the 4 values. Because of that, can I give the 4 values only? There is no issue. It takes the 4 values only and then the last one can fill with the null character. Null character. The last one can be filled by the null character. Means here you have to know one more point or note, that is, don't give more than values of the size. Don't give more than values of the size. The number of values. Okay. The number of values of the size. How many? What is the size of this array? 5. Can I give the 6 values? No. Why? Because it is the more of the size. Okay. Next. This is the one way to assign the values into the array. One way to assign the values into the array, and how it takes the memory. The memory is in the continuous memory. Now, come to the point of the examination of view. How can we write the answer for the arrays question? How can we write the answer for the arrays question? First, you write the array definition. We know just now I said what is the array definition. It is the collection of elements of same data type and it is shades a common name. It shades a common name. That is enough. Next, you can write the syntax. What is the syntax? We know the data type and then array name and then size semicolon. This is the syntax of the array. Next, give one example for that array. Any example. Here I given the example int a of the 5. And you can give the explanation about the example here. How you can give the explanation? The first point is, in the above example, the integer is the data type, the A is the array name, the phi is the size of the array. The phi is the size of the array. You can write the 3 points. One is integer is the data type and A is the array name, phi is the size of the array. Those 3 points you can write here. First point, second point, and then third point. And the next, how it allocates the memory. Next side heading is allocation of memory. In arrays, the memory allocation is the continuous memory. It is the continuous memory, and give the same example as the memory allocation. How it will be? The memory is the continuous memory, and how many variables are there? 5 variables. Means 5 boxes you can take. 5 variables. Now, it is a continuous memory or not? Yes, it is a continuous memory. And how it shares the common name? By using the index values A of 0, A of 1, and then A of 2, and then A of 3, A of 4. Now, we finished how the allocation of memory in the arrays. The next side heading is initialization of the values. Initialization of the values. How we can initialize the values into the array? Just now I explained now how we can initialize the values into the array. That same example, int A of 5 is equal to, you can give the only integer values for these array 20, 25, and then 30, 35, and then 40. This is the same example, and you can rewrite this same diagrammatical representation and give the values as the 20, 25, and then 30, 35, 40. That is enough for the question of the array. Just describe about the array. First, suppose he asked the types of the arrays. The types of the arrays. Actually, the types of the arrays are the 2 types. One is the single array, single dimensional array, and a multi-dimensional arrays. We will discuss that in the later chapters. Next derived data type is the pointers. Here, the pointer is also a variable. In previous topic, we discussed about the variable, right? Here, the pointer is also a variable, but here the difference in between the normal and then pointer variable is, the normal variable can take the place in the memory and it having the name, In pointers, we declared the pointer variable by using the asterisk symbol, data type, and asterisk symbol, and name of the pointer variable, semicolon. This is the syntax of the pointer variable, data type, asterisk symbol, and name of the pointer variable, semicolon. And here the difference in between the pointer variable and normal variable is, the pointer variable can store the address of another variable. Means here it is the normal variable. For example, I am taking a normal variable, that is int A is equal to 5. Now in this example, int A is equal to 5. The A is the variable name and then 5 is the value. And it takes a memory space for A, and it having the value is the 5, and it having the address. This address can be defined by the memory. Whatever this address, the normal variable A address is 1001. This address can store in the pointer variable. For example, the pointer variable is int asterisk p. This is the pointer variable for suppose. In this pointer variable, what I said, it can store the address of the another variable. Means what is the another variable here? A. What is the A address? 1001. This address can store in the pointer variable P. Means the P value is the address of A. The address of A. Now in the memory location, the P is the variable. Which type of variable? Pointer type of variable. P is the pointer type of variable. A is the normal variable. A address is the value of P. Means what is the A address? 1001. That A address is the value of the P, and P is also having the another address, that is 1002. Now, this is about the pointers, pointer definition, and then syntax of the pointer, and then pointer example. That is enough for our examination point of view. Next, come to the point of the strings. I explained when we discussed about the primary data types. I explained about the strings also. What is the string definition? It is the collection of characters enclosed with double quotations. Enclosed with the double quotations. For example, I defined a character and a character variable. For example, it is the name. This is the variable of the character. And this string can define in the form of the arrays. In the form of the arrays. I discuss you later class about the string functions also. Character name of 10. For example, character name of 10. We know the name is the variable, and it is the which type of variable? Array type of variable. What is the size of this variable? 10. Means it can store the 10 characters. Means the group of characters. When it is the group of characters, automatically it is called the string. Means here the string and then array is having the relation. Not only relation, the string can define in the form of the character data type by using the arrays. The example is character name of 10. Here, how can we initialize the value into the string? By using the assignment operator. Now here I am giving the one string, that is the hello. Now, this is a string. We know what is the string? Collection of characters enclosed with the double quotation is called the string. What is the string here? Hello. It enclosed by the double quotations. And how we define this one? By using the character data type and using the arrays concept. That is about the string. String definition and then string example. Next, functions. Come to the point of the functions. The function is nothing but it is the set or group of statements. Those statements are used for a particular task. What is the mean by function, ma? A function is nothing but it is set or group of the statements. Those group of statements are used for a particular task. In a normal human being, what is the mean by function in human being, not in C? In human being, what is the mean by function? We are doing so many functions like a welcome party or farewell party. Means it having a particular task. What is the task? Particular task for suppose welcome party. Welcome party means it having a task to welcome the students, freshers. Right? Like that, we are having so many types of functions in our human life. Like that, here in C also we are having so many functions. What is the mean by function? The set or group of statements. Those set or group of statements are used for a particular task. It is called a function. The functions are two types. Predefined functions and user-defined functions. We will discuss in later classes about the predefined functions and user-defined functions. This is about the derived data types. What are the different derived data types? We are having arrays, pointers, strings, and then functions. Next topic. Now, not only next topic, ma. The next data type is the user-defined data type. User-defined data type.